Here are a few tips to help you impress the driving examiner and pass your driving test. The examiner will ask you to read a number plate from a distance of 20 meters, if it's a new style number plate. So it's well worth making sure that you can do this before taking your first driving lesson and before booking your driving test. Your test will end if you can't do this. If you can read a number plate, then the examiner probably won't be super impressed as it's a standard requirement. But at least you haven't wasted your time and theirs. To be a good safe driver takes time as you build up experience. Driving in different areas at different times of the day and weather conditions will all help. But it's also useful to get a little familiar with the driving test area, especially any tricky sections that your instructor will know about. Practicing on these tougher road layouts will also help you be a better driver. Make sure your mobile phone is switched off before taking your test. Having someone calling you to wish you luck while you're on your test is going to be distracting and annoying. If you're taking your own car for the test, then make sure it's road legal. You have an L plate on the front and rear of the car, and an extra interior mirror for the examiner. The examiner might have some spare L plates and a mirror you can borrow, but it would give a good impression if you came prepared. Your test won't go ahead if your car doesn't meet the rules. Have a look at the full list of these rules and a link in the description. Once you've arrived at the test centre and you're waiting for the examiner, have your license actually out of your purse or wallet, in your hand, ready to show them. You'll also have to sign your name. Make sure it's the same signature as on your license. These things will make the examiner's day go a bit more smoothly and possibly less frustrating. It might sound obvious, but when the examiner calls your name, walk over to them, be friendly and greet them. Don't forget, this is going to be a positive experience where hopefully you're going to pass. They're not your enemy, and they want you to pass too. The examiner is just a normal person doing a job. They won't try and trick you, they just want to make sure you're a safe, competent, and considerate driver, and not a danger to yourself or others. Getting the show me tell me questions correct. You'll be asked a tell me question at the start of the test before you even go driving. Getting this right gives the examiner a good impression that you've prepared for the test and ready to pass. All the show me tell me questions can be found on our website. There's a link in the description. Now this might sound obvious, but when the examiner sits in the car with you, they have no idea if you can drive or not. You might think that braking late and going fast through tight gaps shows the examiner that you're a super confident driver, but you're probably making them feel nervous, and they're likely to use the dual controls and brake if they feel there's potential danger, resulting in a test foul. Be confident, but in a safe way. For example, not being confident and missing opportunities to go at roundabouts will result in faults, and maybe eventually failing your test for hesitation. It's all about getting the right balance. Confident, but not taking dangerous risks. Drive like you have been on your recent lessons. Don't change anything. Your instructor has seen your driving and also thinks you're going to pass, so don't change how you drive just because someone different is sitting next to you. If it helps, then you could imagine that you're a chauffeur for the examiner. Drive smoothly, make them feel comfortable with your driving, and just take the examiner where they want you to go. The examiner might talk to you during the test, which might help with any test nerves. Of course, be polite, but don't talk so much that you lose focus on your driving. If commentating on what you're doing or seeing helps, then don't be afraid to speak. It might also help the examiner understand your thought process and what you're doing and seeing. You'll do one reversing manoeuvre. Of course, it would be great if you get it right in one go, but if you don't, try and correct it. Pull forward and reverse back in if you think it might help. But don't forget to observe around for others. There's a good chance that you'll get a driving fault or a minor as they're commonly called for correcting it, but at least you won't fail your whole test, unless you've gone over 15 driving faults. If the manoeuvre's gone really bad, then it's worth asking the examiner for another try. If there's enough time, then they may let you try again. Before you know it, the driving test will be over, and you've hopefully passed. If not, then learn from it, and just do it again. To impress the examiner doesn't mean that you have to wear your smartest clothes, drive really slow, or don't have to check the mirrors in an over-the-top exaggerated way. Just drive normally and safely. Learn all the show me tell me questions and avoid getting a driving fault by watching this video next. Thanks a lot for watching. Please give it a like if it helped, and subscribing really helps us make more videos. If you've got a driving test coming up soon, then I wish you the best of luck. As always, keep safe on the road, and bye for now.